Greetings, entities and guardians. My name is HyperHimes, and welcome back to Cookie Run OvenBreak, where we're going back into Cookie Trials because we're going to go ahead and try and get Diamond and Rainbow rank on Blue Whale Cookie's Trial, because there's a current event going on right now called Cookie Cup, and if you don't know what the Cookie Cup is, then, well, you're probably missing out on a good amount of rewards, so let me explain it to you real quick. There's usually two sets of rewards. The normal sets of rewards were just like, 100 gems, 50 gems, and stuff like that, depending on how high of a rank you get. But with the Cookie Cup event going on, which means, this is currently a cookie that just got recently released, and in the next 30 days, if you get a high rank with them, we'll give you bonus sets of rewards, like 1,000 gems, a couple hundred gems, and even stuff like crystals and, legendary gems and stuff like that. So we're going to try and get Diamond rank and also Rainbow rank in her hard mode trial. So before we actually go ahead and jump straight into that, you may want a good little recap as to who Blue Whale Cookie even is. So let's do a little bit of a recap on that. So according to Blue Whale Cookie's story with over 900 affection, that's pretty good. It says, small ripples spread across the surface of the ocean, growing and growing until they reveal a mountainous figure rising out of the once calm sea. But no need to worry, it's just Blue Whale Cookie searching for any wandering young ones. Her large form simply holds her even larger heart with more than enough room to welcome and embrace any who approach her. She lovingly looks after any young cookies who come to the Conscious Cradle nursery, whether they be the beloved youngest of a large family or a lone young one found wandering in the wide open sea. This caring cookie's demeanor and teaching methods have filled the nursery with the joyful laughter of young cookies. Some may ask if it ever gets tiring to look after so many young ones. Blue Whale Cookie simply replies with a calm smile and a reminder that even the smallest memories are formative in young cookie's development. It seems like she's going to willingly be there to block any harsh waves until the cookies are ready to go out into the world. Which, very adorable, though it's pretty dark once you actually do a reading on her backstory, which I know this is just, I kind of did a whole reading on that, but you would have to go into the, the story in regards to the Lost City Returns, or whatever the club that story was called. You'd have to go into more detail for that. But, according to her skill, it says, enters the ocean at fixed intervals. Schools of sea creatures surrounded in bubbles appear and swim with the cookie if you pop the bubbles. While swimming with the cookie, the sea creatures create sea drop jellies and help the cookie swim faster. Level up for more points for sea drop jellies. So she swimming by sea creatures, and they help her pop bubbles. It's pretty good. Now also, you can't forget that she also has a magic candy, which, according to the still of this thing, which I have all jellies. I want to see if I can maybe get the special blessing for Blue Whale Cookie. No, it's all jellies. I literally just got the same exact one, but 1 point below. How the pleb do you explain that? I'm gonna one more try this. Frozen bear jelly. Now I'll keep it all jellies one, I guess. But according to the actual skill of this magic candy, it says right here, a great blue whale appears at fixed intervals, letting off a spout of water. The spout leaves behind sea drop jellies. The stronger the enchanted power, the more points for sea drop jellies. So blue whale just passes by and gives you extra jellies. That's how it goes. Now, of course, we can't talk about blue whale until we talk about her pet being little girl. Look at that. Look at this little fellow. Little tiny pacifier. Oh, nom nom. Little krill. Hey, little krill. Anyway, according to the story of Little Krill found herself swept away from its big krill family in a raging storm, drifting all the way to Neo-Shikatero on its own. Blue Whale Cookie nearly gulped it right up on her swim around the city, thinking it was just a krill jelly. But how could she do that to such a cute little pet? She took it under her fin, later putting it down for a nap in a spare cradle at the Conscious Cradle nursery and caring for it as if it were her own. Now, it almost appears as if Little Krill thinks of Blue Whale Cookie as its mother. Even if it one day learns the truth and let its happy upbringing lessen the weight of the shock. Mother or not, Blue Whale Cookie's love and care for this little pet is the real thing. So she's caring for this thing like it was her own daughter, or son, or whatever, and she almost ate it the first time that she saw it. Mistakes are mistakes. Anyways, according to the skill, gains skill counts at fixed intervals and brings jellies found within range when counts are available, taking a bite before leaving the rest behind. The leftovers are surrounded by bubbles, allowing them to be collected by the cookie. Level for more points for bitten jellies. So the pet just eats. Yum. The last thing I could talk about is their associated treasure being the seahorse water gun, which is only associated with Blue Whale Cookie, and the story says, this seahorse-shaped water gun is a must-bring to the beach. Burst the bubbles and enjoy the sea jellies waiting inside. Makes sense, it's just a nice little squirt gun. And according to the skill, water droplets appear at given intervals. The water droplets slowly rise up, trapping any jellies that they come in contact with. When the cookie passes through or touches the water droplets, they burst and give water droplet points. Level up for more water droplet points. That's good enough for me. So, let's go ahead and let us begin the run. I'd say that this is a good combi for us to try and get Diamond and Rainbow rank, which, to be fair, actually, if we want to make this just a little bit easier, what you can do to at least guarantee yourself a Diamond and Rainbow rank is just click on this thing, and then just use the combi, which, for some reason, it wants me to use a Plumbing Trident. I don't have the Trident, good sir. Can I make up for it with the horse? No, maybe? I'd probably be a little bit more easier to manage. I'm hoping that it would still give me yes. If it doesn't, then I'll kind of be a bit pissy. But you know what? We'll still give it a try. But anyway, I hope you're all having a good day today. Honestly, just yesterday, I finished up my second Hollow Knight Silksong stream, and I felt so happy that, like, slowly but surely, like, I'm usually having, like, hundreds of people, like, you know, view the stream. I think yesterday, it was the second part of my Silksong stream. That's such a tongue twister to say. Silksong stream. But kids, stop throwing stuff. I had, like, at least, like, a total of like 50 people come in, which that was actually really shocking. I don't think they were all in there at the same time. I think our peak was like 25 or 30, which I still think it was really gracious. The thing that interested me is I think people appeared more at the part 2 of the stream instead of the part 1, and I started a little bit later. But if you see those streams, don't mind me if I get a little bit more mad at those games, only just because, just bear in mind, those games require a lot of skill. I sometimes don't have that skill. I usually gotta lock in a ton just to amount to any of the skill that I can proceed in these games. So, but still, Hollow Knight Silksong is an amazing game. And I would say it's basically like, the best way I could describe it is, imagine Hollow Knight, the original Hollow Knight, but it's more hard and has some more difficulties and more adaptation to try and get used to. Which I think is more unique, and I think it's, you know, I think one of the main reasons why they did it like that was because, like, they want to make it open to all gamers, but I know the core audience who've been waiting for this are people who are diehard Silksong, like, you know, believers who've always, you know, bore their clown outfits waiting for that day that Silksong decides to come. And guess what? Now that they finally take them off, and now all the people who are clowning on us plug off to you, because now we finally got it, and it's a great game, I can tell you that much. Even though I haven't played through the entire game, I'm still only in Act 1, it's really good for what it has to offer. Hornet is a goated character. But that's just me speaking from experience. You should go play the game for yourself. Besides, it's like only 20 bucks. 20 bucks is incredible for a game like that. This is how you know, like, the concept of, like, indie games, or not even concept, the existence of indie games in general is, like, on the uprising. Indie games are just so good. Incredible games. Seriously. And speaking of which, well, I guess it's not speaking of it like that, but, like, I do want to give a huge thank you to the people once again giving, like, positive comments on my fan-made Silent Saw Cookie teaser video, my fan-made thing, because, literally, I think 1 or 2 days later, I think it was literally 1 day later, then Cookie Run Kingdom posted an image revealing the name of the teaser, where it's called Eclipse, or the name of the update for Silent Saw Cookie, and it's called Eclipse, and that's literally the next update that's coming out. And the best part about it, well, it's gonna get Silent Saw Cookie, and we know for a fact that we're gonna get Silent Saw Cookie on that update because, well, it was on the picture, and that was the one that also had Silent Saw Cookie with a horse. Did we loop around this track? It feels like we just did a whole entire loop, but I don't know. But we are, hopefully with more and more skill usage, we can get Diamond rank real quickly right here. Probably not even without the skill. I just have to get enough jellies. I don't know, probably still, it'd be looking really close, but I do have that Red Egg Revival, so I didn't even need the extra skill, nor the Red Egg of Revival. My gosh, I probably could have just swapped this with, like, I don't know, the motor or something, and, like, it still could have given me, like, so many points. That's incredible. And what fruit? And that just said blue whale. Now give me those bubbles. 3 million of points. And the trial just loops like that. Lost out on a few points, but you know what? We'll still take what we can get for a minuscule, maybe a quick 45 million. Yes. I'm about to go. Oh yeah, I forgot I got this. Perfect. Just a little tiny bit more. 670 million. That's way more than what I need for Diamond, and I will still take it. I don't think it's too high up on the leaderboard. It is, oh, Lost City's New Future. Perfect. I didn't want to display, well, I could, but, instead, I just want to return back here. Didn't want to display that, but, top 51%, that's actually not bad. But if we go back, can we actually see the thing? Probably not going to show me, because I think my Cookie Trials is still glitches pleb. Well, it does show me it, it just doesn't take me back there. Great. Alright, well, anyway, back to this. And now we have hard mode unlocked. So you know what that means? I think she just said more text right there, but it went off screen. How's this looking? Level 11, level 12. Still wants me to use the trident, eh? It's probably going to be a no for me. I'm probably just going to use the bubble, because I think, like, at the very least, having that at level 7 is better than level 1 trident. I don't know, it's kind of like, you know, pick your poison type of thing. Do I take the trident even though it's at a low level, or do I take the epic treasure that's at its max level, but it's epic, not legendary? I don't know. But we'll give hard mode a try. We'll see what differences this has to offer, and it'll be fun. But yeah, just thank you all for the constant support on the channel. Hopefully we can slowly be sure to grow more and more with the more content that I post, because I think I'm at a point where there's 2 things, technically 1 by kind of bundling up into 2, but there's things that I want to do. I'm just trying to figure out when I should do it. I think I'm probably going to do it in the middle of September. Probably. I got to set myself an exact date just so I can make sure I prepare everything. But for now, what is the hard mode aspect of this trial? Are there going to be a lot more toys around? Do we got to do a lot more like cleaning up? Or is this just going to be like a sudden maelstrom that like sweeps up the children and like we start panicking? What am I? Why did I double jump there? Like, hey, Hyper. Yeah? Why didn't you double jump there? Oh, I thought I could make it. You didn't. You know you didn't, did you? Oh wow, you're the master of hindsight. Thanks. I'm going crazy the more I play OvenBreak. This is why I like this is why I do a batch of videos for like a kick and run game, and then I just like stop for a little bit of time just so I could have some more me time. This is my second video for the day. Probably might be the only 2. Actually, no, there's another one that I got to record. But I'll be sure to just put these in the folder before I do any working on it. But yay, at least I proved this is hard mode, because I literally proved that you need to do double jumps there to make the jump. Didn't I literally? Oh my! What sort of... Those were super tight jumps. Did you see those? Sheesh, okay. Oh, the babies are back there sleeping. Yeah, hey. Kid, you stop that. I'm coming after you. I'm gathering all my fish friends like it's Aquaman or something. Merman Man and Barnacle Boy here. We pleb and go. You know what I sometimes like to do whenever I just like play Kick Your Run or something else? Like, in my off time, I usually just like to, you know, load up those videos where it's like SpongeBob SquarePants, like, full soundtrack audio or something like that. And by this, like, you know, audio, it's like an episode soundtrack, but it's just the audio, so... And that's cool for me because that means I don't have to look away to just, like, look at an episode. Because the thing is, at that point, they're not going to show the actual episode, because if it's, especially if it's on YouTube, because, like, that'd be just straight up copyrighted. Oh, here's the big difference. These little children are blowing up spiky balloons to try and harm me. So you got the one little student who's trying to like, oh, I'm gonna throw away these toys. And now there's another one who's just like, I'm gonna blow up these sharp balloons. How does that make any sense? Can you make a sharp balloon? That's impossible. They're made of rubber. There is no feasible way. Someone just explain this to me. Even if it was shaped like it had spikes, how does a rubber balloon hurt not just a cookie, but a cookie who is basically a whale? You know, giant mammals, these giant sea creatures that literally are so thick in skin that trying to like pierce them would actually be like very tough. Like they could probably resist a lot of this stuff unless it's like by like a spear, which we don't want to talk about that. But like, come on, just use common sense about this. And finally, we just got our first ranking for hard mode, because like, I think to get a hard mode ranking, you need to surpass like the ranking that you set for diamond rank. Not your rank, but like, you know, the diamond rank, like, you know, staple. You know what I mean? But oh my gosh, I swear, these kids just like, they grow up so fast. Well, I think they should stop growing for just a moment. Seriously, enjoy childhood where you can. And that's not how balloons work. Well, I guess technically, I mean, no, it doesn't make any sense. You just pop some balloons and they float up, and like, we're in the middle of the ocean, by the way. They should be immediately like going skyrocketing up to the surface. By the way, okay, I thought I wasn't gonna be able to make it, but I think with my one more skill, I should be able to reach rainbow. I think. Just a little tiny bit more, please. Okay, we got it. Oh, thank everything. We do have a wing jelly of resurrection, but I think we should still be good. What? Is that a ship? Okay, we're fine. Collect all these. And then, oh, there we go. But there we go. There is rainbow rank and diamond rank done in one video, with all the story and lore that you need to know about the cookie. So fantastic. I wish Kick Around could reward you. Like the more you get rainbow ranks, because diamond ranks, I mean, don't get me wrong, you're already getting a good amount of rewards with diamond rank and rainbow ranks. Like, come on, look at all this stuff. I'm just saying, it'd be nice, kind of like how similarly to like getting certain, like a certain amount of diamond ranks, you actually get rewarded for the amount that you have completed. Like, for example, I think it's like up here. Like, if I were to get like a certain amount, like you actually get rewards for this. Like, you know, diamond ranks 75, 85, 95, and it goes up to 100. If only they continued this, because you could actually get up to over 200 now. So that'd be nice, if only they brought it back. Yeah, whatever. Anywho, I gotta get ananases. We might try that one of these times. Anywho, with that being said, we'll go ahead and end the video right here, because that's all I really wanted to do. So if you enjoyed the video, then please be sure to leave a like on it, and also share the video with your friends if you enjoy my Kick Around content, and if you enjoy my content in general, then why not subscribe, and also hit the bell icon to be notified of whatever I do in the future, and also down below in the description, you'll see links to all my social media, which includes a Twitter post where if it gets 10,000 likes, I get a Kick Around YouTube set for absolutely free. There's a link to my Discord server called the Hypenese Hub, a link to my merchandise, you can buy stuff to represent the channel, and lastly, a link to my Ko-fi where for just $1 a month, you can see exclusive content you won't normally see in this normal YouTube channel. But above all else, I'll see you entities and guardians in the next video. Hail the Hypenese.